What's up, everybody? Noah Kiss back here for a spoiler slash thoughts video on the new episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. As you guys know, I have not been the biggest fan of this show. And I know a lot of people are loving it, and that is awesome. That's awesome that you guys are loving it. I don't think it's for me up until now. I really enjoyed the first episode when I went back and rewatched it before the second episode. The second episode, third episode were a bit weak to me. I thought they did a good job giving you a little bit of excitement with Zemo. Last week, we got another former Marvel cast member brought in. This one, the whole world is watching, is the name of the episode. The synopsis of this episode is: John Walker loses patience with Sam and Bucky as they learn more about Carly. This episode, I think, is the best one yet. I think this is the best one yet. John Walker reaches his breaking point after Lamar Hoskins' death in the big action scene, and then John Walker completely loses it and ends up killing one of Carly's members. Now, let me just say that I'm not really into Carly as a character. I think Ari Kellerman is a great actress. Really like her to death. Really, really like her. I am looking at her IMDb right now, and I'm not seeing a whole lot that I recognize her from. I didn't even know she was in Solo. I mean, awesome. She's a very good actress. John Walker, I told you we aren't supposed to like him. This one, he pretty much turns heel, murdering somebody at the very end with his Captain America shield. If you want to see the best part of the episode, just skip to last 10 minutes. Skip to last 10 minutes and you'll be fine. Skip to where Carly calls Dee Dee, Sam's brother. And you'll be perfectly fine. No, sorry. Not Dee Dee. Sarah. Call Sarah Wilson and you'll be fine. Zemo is starting to turn heel a little bit more. He is starting to show his true colors, the Zemo we know and love. We aren't supposed to like Zemo, but we do. We're supposed to like John Walker throughout the second episode and the third episode, and we don't. I knew he was going to start to turn heel, and he might be like an anti-hero with the super agent persona. But I'm going to say that this is probably the best episode because of the action scenes. I think it does build more story, and it gets me better. See, better is not the right word. More invested in the actual story of this series. Now, Zemo wants to find out where what's her name's Mama Donia, I think. Mama Donia's funeral is, and he just completely disappears. There's a very tense moment between Bucky and Zemo. Very intense, but there's a lot of comedic scenes as well. Very subtle nods, very subtle bits of humor in here that really do work. Particularly when we have the Wakandan, a couple people from Wakanda come in there and try to. Well, they basically teach John Walker a lesson. He doesn't know about Wakanda. I'm sorry, you're not Captain America, and you're never going to be Captain America to anybody. Now, I'm not going as far as some people are by sending the actor death threats. That's a little bit too asshole-ish, I think. If you don't like him as a character, that's fine, you're not supposed to. I think that's very clear from the first episode. As soon as Sam and Bucky see that he has the shield and he is labeled the new Captain America, they're pissed off already. And you feel that they're pissed off, so you are pissed off as well. They did a great job with the first episode and this episode, in my opinion. A lot of people thought that last week's episode was the best episode yet. I think this is the best episode yet. It gives the MCU a bit of a darker turn, but it is a powerful and dark episode that I think is the best episode yet. Is it as good as any WandaVision episode? No, but WandaVision was a different show. Loki is going to be a different show. Like, I know that Scotty and Ashley, unpaid movie critic, they weren't really into the first episode, so they are not going to watch it. I have no idea if they are going to watch the first episode of Loki, because I think that every single show is going to have its own feel. Loki is going to be its own thing, while still feeling like a MCU thing. WandaVision, completely different from anything else they've ever given us. This is pretty much a action with little bits of comedy in here. This episode, I got really excited, and I knew this was going to be a good episode as soon as we went to Wakanda. I was kind of hoping for a Black Panther cameo, but we didn't get it. I mean, personally, I would have bawled because, come on, it is Chadwick Boseman. Seeing him on screen one last time would have been amazing. I don't think we're going to see him. Are we going to see old man Steve Rogers within the last two episodes? We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to definitely recommend this episode to you guys if you haven't seen it yet. It's one that I think is a really good episode and the best episode yet. But you do have to see episodes 2 and 3 to really understand it. But if you really want to get the big, powerful meat of this episode, that gets you ready for the the second to last episode next week, definitely check out the last 15 minutes. That's where I'm going to say check it out. If you don't want to watch the whole 53-minute episode, and there is no post-credit scene. We are probably going to get a post-credit scene maybe next week, but we're definitely getting one at the end of the season. I'm going to recommend the Whole World is Watching episode right now on Disney+, and I want to make a little announcement. I am going to not do the Mighty Ducks Game Changers episode reviews. I don't think there's enough interest, and I haven't been watching it, because I haven't got to the movies yet. I want to do that very, very soon so I can start just watching it. Because if I can watch the first 3 episodes and then just walk right into the first 3 or 4 episodes of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Because next week we have another new show that I can't remember the name of. I know it has John Stamos in it. Some of you are probably yelling at me right now. What is it? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? That's not helping. Oh, Big Shot. There it is. Big Shot. It says here it's going to be a 10-episode comedy drama sports series about a temperamental college basketball coach who gets fired from his job and must take a teaching and coaching job at an elite all-girls private school. I think this is going to be a very interesting series. I do love me some basketball, so this is going to be very interesting. I am looking forward to seeing Yvette Nicole Brown back in another series. Yvette Nicole Brown is always going to be pretty much one person to me. But she was also in Avengers Endgame, which was a massive, massive surprise. I had no idea she was even in here. I grew up with her on Drake and Josh as Helen. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in another series. She's from my home state of Ohio, so that's really awesome. Stay tuned, everybody, because I'm going to have Blu-ray reviews of Willy's Wonderland and Skyfire up, as well as my BAFTA. My BAFTA predictions. I will also be doing reviews of Stars Fell on Alabama, the new James Maslow rom-com on Hulu, which just came out, as well as the new Netflix action superhero comedy movie with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer called Thunder Force. A lot of those are coming, as well as Monday I will have reviews up for the 2 new Hallmark movies. The new romance movie is with Joanna Garcia Swisher, and that is called As Luck Would Have It, as well as the new Crossword Mysteries, Riddle Me Dead. So I will see all of you guys for those reviews next time.